With the first pick of the first round, the Miami Marlins select the third baseman from the West Region.
Back now on MLB Network from Studio 3, it's Greg Amsing with my guys, Yonder Alonso, Dan Plesac. A brand new Top 100 Prospect Rankings has been released, something we'd like to dive into around here. And, of course, there are some new exciting names to get to know. Now, guys, what does it mean to a young player to be named one of the top 100 prospects in baseball? Dan.
A tremendous achievement for this prospect in the lineup to make his professional debut in this one. Always a special moment to witness. It's the Montgomery Biscuits. Next up for the Blue Wahoos, McNeil. And a special moment now as he steps up to the plate for the first time in his professional career. That one ripped into right center. This ball's carrying, and it's off the wall. Runner around third. Now a relay to the plate. Comes across to score. We're tied at 1. What a moment for him as he notches his first hit at the Double-A level. I'm sure he's hoping to keep that ball as a memento of this achievement, but also to use this as a springboard towards his other professional goals. And ball 4, 2 aboard. 4-pitch walk there, good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Now it's the right fielder, Daniel Johnson. In the dirt, but blocked. And a fine job keeping it close right there.
Hey, clutch up right now.
2-1 now.
All right, he's up. You're
That's
up.
a
You're
hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, Cody Morissette. That one misses, and it brings home a run. Bottom half of the second. Coming up next to the dish for Pensacola, McNeil. Not a bad way to end your first trip to the dish as a professional. Not bad at all. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Some excellent swings for him in this game as he notches extra base hit number 2. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Grounder to third. And there's one down. Johnson trying to bounce back after a bumpy first inning. Digging in next for the Blue Wahoos, Daniel Johnson. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball, right field. Jones gets under it. And makes the catch. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Next up for the Blue Wahoos, Cody Morissette. 2-2 now. On the ground, James takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. First and second, one away. Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, McNeil. A laser into the outfield. It's back. Runner tags and goes to third. And he was all over that heater. A grain or two lower on the ball, and it's still flying, and he's got to jog around the bases. Hard ground ball, base hit. One run is in to third. A 2-run double. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. Now this is lifted to center. Inning over. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Up next, the switch-hitting third baseman, McNeil. This chance at some insurance runs is brought to you. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. In to score from third. And they're up by 4. Comes through with the RBI. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Digging in next for the Blue Wahoos, Daniel Johnson. Towards first, James. There's one. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. A big-time, costly mistake there. When a team is already down, players can have the tendency to press a little bit, maybe try to make things happen. That can lead to errors like the one we just saw. And now they're even further behind. McNeil with a terrific day at the plate in his professional debut. He looked comfortable in the box, which isn't a given for players just starting their career in the pros. Some really nice poise, and we'll see how he carries that forward. McNeil, fresh off his first professional hit. And now it's going to be Ryan Spikes. Winds, kicks, here's the pitch. That's to third. A dive, nice stop. Fires to first. Wow, that is a heck of a play. On that play, you saw why scouts speak so highly about his instincts at third base. He was dialed in, made a terrific effort to lay out and snag the ball, and then fired a throw over to get the out. He had a very impressive day at the plate in his Double-A debut, and I'm sure he'd like to keep that momentum going here. This one in the air to right, that's pretty deep. And there's one away.
Batting third.
McNeil up now. Every ball club needs an answer when it gets punched. He'll try to provide it here in the leadoff spot. In the air, out towards right center. And there's one down. So with one away, the bases are loaded. Next up for the Biscuits, Brock Jones. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And safe at second with a 2-run double. No outs, runner at first. McNeil digs in now. A frozen rope. And there's one away. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Can't field it cleanly. Safe at first as they can't make the play. What a fantastic example of rising to the challenge in a big spot. Now a chance to take the lead, and that's an opportunity they can't afford to squander this late in the game. Out number 2. That's such a frustrating line out. It sure looked like they were going to have the potential tying run on base, but it was not to be. Ready to get the 8th inning going. Cooper Bowman getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. McNeil whips it to first in time. And there's one away. McNeil steps in, representing the game-winning run. The pressure? Oh, it's real. Labeled on a line to center. It's pretty far back. 2 down. And he was all over that heater, a grain or 2 lower on the ball. He'll need better showings than this one if he wants to advance, and they'll need better from him if they want to get some wins.